We'll talk about coterminal angles a couple times in this semester, but the idea of coterminal angles is, first off, you have an angle, and remember, for an angle you have the initial side is always lining up with the positive x-axis, and then you have a terminal side, which is somewhere out in the plane. It might be in first, second, third, fourth quadrant, or one of the axes. And so this angle opens up to the terminal side. And so whatever number that is, let's just say, since we're in here, let's just say that's 50 degrees. Okay, a coterminal angle, what happens is it also starts on the positive x-axis, and it also ends at that terminal side, but it doesn't go the same. So maybe it goes in this direction and goes around this way and ends at the same spot. Starts at the same spot, goes in a different direction. So then here, you'll see that what's happening here is this blue one is taking up this space that the 50 didn't, but if we put the 50 and the blue together, it makes a full circle. So as far as how much space this takes up, what angle it takes up, we're going to have to take 360 minus the 50, and we get 310 degrees. So this blue one is 310 degrees. However, it is going in a negative direction. Remember, if you start here and you go clockwise, you're going in a negative direction. So this is actually 310 degrees negative. Okay, now a lot of times they'll ask you for a positive and a negative, or ask for two different ones. So another one that we could do is we could start here on the positive x, and we could go around a full circle, come back again, and then end on that same terminal side. And so what's happening is we're going the full circle of 360, and then we're adding on another 50 to it. So now we have 410 degrees, and that actually went in the positive, so we can call that 410 degrees positive. And so we could do this forever. You could actually go around twice and then to the 50, or you could go around once this way and then back to the 50. There's all kinds of messes you could make out of this, but typically what we do is we just do one in the negative direction and then one that wraps around a full time and then back to it. But again, you could do many of them. So then an example you might, as they might say, find two coterminal angles for 130. So what I like to do is I like to first set up and put my 130 in there. Let's say it's bigger than 90 but less than 180. So 130 about there. And then I like pictures, you know that. So we start at the positive x and we go to the terminal in the negative direction. So I know that's negative. Now remember, this fills up the full circle. So we've got a whole circle here. And so when we're figuring out what is this, we just have to take 130 away from a full circle of 360. So 360 minus 130, and what do we get? We get 230. So this is negative 230 degrees. Okay, and then we can go in the other direction and we can say, you know what, I'll go a full circle and then back to 130. So I went a full circle and then added 130 to that, and so we get 490 degrees. So that blue one there is 490 degrees positive.